Yeah, I get to follow Larry Cohen. My name's Sue Dinsdale. I am privileged to be able to work with Iowa Citizen Action Network and the Iowa Alliance for Retired Americans as an organizer and director. This morning on the panel, Charlie started off by saying that every one of us here is an organizer, and that's true. I became an organizer on February 8th, 2007, when Anna Nicole Smith died. That might seem a little strange, but I had a nice, comfortable job. I was working at the YMCA. My son had just come home from Iraq, and I was at my computer, and a breaking news alert came across the screen, and it was that Anna Nicole Smith had died. And something happened inside of me that lit a fire, that we were so concerned with one person's death, which was sad, but we had thousands of young men and women dying in Iraq, that I started yapping. I started speaking out. And I got heard, and I ended up speaking at an event, and then speaking with Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid, and then running Support the Troops and the War movement here in Iowa. So I quit my comfortable job, thanks, and threw myself into this wholeheartedly. I hope that some of you maybe today caught that spark if you haven't already. There are things that we can do. We can commit to coming back here next May 19th. Mark your calendar today and bring 3 or 4 or 5 or a dozen friends. This is a message we all need to hear. You can connect with the sponsor organizations that were all up in the hall earlier. You know, if there's an issue that's important to you, find an organization that works on that issue, or start one of your own. My granddaughter, who is actually performing next door at her dance recital right now, I was trying to watch the live stream earlier, asked me the other day, I was loading up my bag to go somewhere, and she's like, "Grandma, what is your work?" And I said, "Well, Lainey, I work to change the world. I'm trying to make the world a better place." And she said, "Well, how do you do that?" And I said, "Well, I talk to people, and I talk to my elected officials, and I try to get them to make laws that are good for every person, and on the things that are important to me to really work on those." She said, "Well, I have a law I'd like to see." She said, "I think all girls should get a tiara." I said, "Well, that's a good law. That's important to you, and so that's something we should work on." So find your issue, speak up, fight back. And know that if you're a boy, a girl, a grandma, a grandpa, a woman, a man, however you identify, we're standing with you. If you wear a turban, a dashiki, a hijab, a yarmulke, we're standing with you. If you're a teacher, a student, a bus driver, a lunch lady, the custodian, any school worker, we're standing with you. If you're a small business owner, if you're self-employed, unemployed, a farmer, a retiree, we'll stand up for you. If you're a snowplow driver, a government worker, a police officer, a firefighter, any public worker, we'll stand up for you. No matter who you love, no matter what your immigration or refugee status, no matter where you live, whether you're insured or uninsured, if you worship or don't, how you identify yourself, we will stand up for you. As we heard earlier today, don't sit back, just do it. So, I'm going to put on my tiara and tell you all, stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up,